And good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Woohoo! We made it till Friday. Yay! Let's celebrate.
Soon I will be able to drink coffee again.
Somebody asked me, my daughter Kat asked me yesterday, she thought I was going to go back to coffee. We went off caffeine, totally caffeine for a couple of weeks to do this special journey that we're going to be doing. And it's been an interesting ride. And I said, I don't know. I really love coffee. There's just something about the smell. I grew up with it. That's probably why I'm conditioned to love it. But it really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot for your body like herbal teas do. Like you can get herbal teas.
Well, actually, the largest study done on the planet was over with coffee.
Yeah, but it doesn't do the same thing. Like I have some herbal teas that you can actually make homemade. Like what's that green stuff that grows in the field that stingy? Nettle. Nettle tea. Those have a much more benefit to your body than coffee does. There are some studies about coffee, but it's not an herb. I think it's more the caffeine that they're studying. But anyhow, so I kind of like the idea of that. But I do love the smell of coffee. Like I can picture us camping because we're going to be taking Abby the Airstream cross country, and I can picture us getting up in the morning with the sun rising over the mountains and us having a nice hot coffee in our hands. So I'll probably, and she suggested if you didn't want to go back to caffeine to do decaf. So caffeine's never really been a problem. I don't drink soda or anything else with caffeine in it, so I really don't get a lot of caffeine on a regular basis. So there's that. I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning, Friday morning. David is drinking tea this morning.
Couple more days.
What do you drink? Do you drink coffee in the morning? Do you put anything in it? I like mine black. He likes his with sugar and cream. I'm just a curious conversation that we have. Jameson's in your coffee. That's a good way to wake up in the morning. Today we're talking about limitations and the fact that the limitations that we come up with are the limitations that we put on ourselves and that we attract. So be mindful of what's in your mind and what's in your head, what's in your thoughts. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about what you don't have? Or are you thinking about what you want and can picture yourself with the things or the relationship or the job or whatever it is that you want, the life that you want? That's the way you do this. You don't think about what you don't have. That's going to bring more of
That's what Henry
what you
Ford
don't want.
He said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Exactly. So take a look at your mindset today. What are you thinking? Do you find yourself saying, "Oh, I wish I had a new bathing suit or a new outfit or a new job or whatever it is"? Instead, look at it differently and say, "You know what? That bathing suit that I want, that looks so great on me, is coming my way, and I am so happy. I am happy as if I already have it." That's what that's what attracts it to you. That's what attracts all of this stuff to you, like we've been doing. It works. I'm telling you, it works. It's like magic. It's called law of attraction. We attract things with the energy that we have in our bodies, and we have to be mindful of the energy that we have in our bodies. I used to think it didn't matter when I was younger. I thought I could do things and it didn't matter. I could feel a certain way. It didn't matter. It does matter. It does matter because that's what you attract into your life. So take a check today and see how you're feeling about yourself, about the world around you, about the people in your life. Make some changes if necessary, and then move towards the goals and the life that you've always wanted. Sounds easy, right? So today we're going to get going with a kettlebell workout. It is Friday, so we will be back on Monday after this workout. But we've got a busy weekend ahead. My grandson graduates from high school today, and then we have a party for him on Sunday. And then we're also building this huge shower for a customer. So we are busy too. I have an online business that I work as well, and we're just trying to get Abby all ready to go, the Airstream. David was polishing her yesterday. Oh my God, what a difference. Wait till you see her all polished up. She's like a mirror, when we finish the whole thing. He did a patch just to see how it would look, and it's amazing. So we are all busy. We all have busy lives, but we take the time to, work our bodies, make it strong, flexible, mobile. And you can too. The old excuse, I don't have time, it's bullshit. It's a bullshit excuse.
Don't be bullshit.
You're fooling yourself. You're bullshitting yourself. You do have time. It doesn't take much time, by the way. So anyway, let's get going. You want to do?
Is it time?
Ready? Yeah. Let's put. And we've got some thumbs up. Hello. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining us today. We're happy to be here. I have my power color on today, but I'm gonna take this jacket off because I had to turn the heat. You know what's funny is when we went from that 93-degree humidity stuff to yesterday's weather, which was cool, crisp, and clear, I had to turn the heat on a bit.
No way.
Yeah, I had the heat on last night. I do not do well with fluctuations in heat and cold. I just don't.
They say if you don't like the weather in Maine, just wait a minute.
And did you know that you can regulate? So let's say you're in a hot situation, it's hot and you're hot and sweaty. You can regulate your body temperature by just using your mind and your energy in your body. David knows how to do it. He taught me how to do it. Or if you're cold, you can do the opposite. You can bring to your attention the heat in your belly, the fire in your belly, and let it spread throughout your body. You can do that. So if you're ever in a situation where you're in a, too hot or too cold, you can actually regulate that with your thoughts, with your mind. This Bugaboo's getting up this morning. That's all. That's what all this rigmarole is. Hi, Bugsy. You say hi?
Bugs.
So we're just going to do some warm-ups here today. Let's start with hops. Drop your arms down. Oh, gosh, this was really good on Friday. But it feels good on Monday, too. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just drop your arms down and make them like spaghetti. This gets our bodies warmed up, gets our hearts going a little bit before we start screaming that big cannonball up over our heads.
Oh.
Karate chop. Bending our knees slightly and just loosening your arms here as well. Just like 2 pieces of spaghetti. And flicking water off your finger, your baby finger. What did you say they called this, that move?
Cutting hand.
Cutting hand.
Yes, from Tibetan Hopgar Kung Fu.
Heart openers. As we open up our arms, we feel the gratitude for everything that we have in our lives. And as we come around, we can body tap. So you can tap your body anywhere. This is a Qigong practice, body tapping. Really wakes the body up. You can do your whole body. You can tap your whole body, from your feet all the way up. We did that on Tuesday. And it literally gets your blood going, gets your cells moving, all of the connective tissue, your muscles, all of those things. So it's a great, great practice. And now we have transitioned into a side, what was this one? Beating the temple drum.
Uh-huh.
I remembered.
Uh-huh.
So we're doing a little bit of a body twist and then tapping our bodies as we come around. And you can place your hands wherever you want, where you think you need your body needs to be woken up. All right. Let's do some neck circles or head circles. Gently around to the right. Nice and easy, stretching out the neck a little bit. And as I was saying the other day, you can do this anytime throughout the day, but particularly first thing in the morning, it just gets you going, before you have your breakfast. when you first get up. Make sure you're breathing through these, breathing into the nose, out through the mouth, really getting that air into this part of your body. Let the air go down below, it shouldn't stop at your chest. If you're breathing just to your chest, you're breathing incorrectly. It needs to come down here to the diaphragm. And it also comes out to the sides and out. You can breathe in your back as well. And
But with this one, start with your eyes. Look left, and that leads your head. Now look right, and that leads your head. So Kendra was saying about working your eyes.
so this is exercising your eyes as well as your neck. And we talked about that yesterday. Exercising your eyes. Who thinks of that? Nobody.
Now reach down with your left hand and lean your head to the right.
But it's really important for your balance. Do the opposite side. So exercising your eyes can be done when you're sitting. You don't have to even put special clothes on to do it. You don't have to put your workout gear on to exercise your eyes.
Oh, some people will.
Shoulder rolls, nice and long in the back and reaching out to the front and just getting that synovial fluid going in our shoulder area, warming things up so we do not get injured. It's important to warm up your body a little bit before you work out, especially if you're working out with weights or a kettlebell. In the opposite direction, you can also do flutter arms or this type of thing. So if you have stiff shoulders, if you're doing this and you have really stiff shoulders because you've worked out with weights before and they're all bundled up, continue doing this on a daily basis, and I guarantee you won't have stiff shoulders for long. It'll take a little bit of time to do it, but after a few months of that, you'll see that your whole shoulder area is loosened up. We're doing hip circles, just drawing a nice circle on the floor with your hip, and make sure you're really getting in and stretching in the front corners and in the back corners. We use our hips a lot in kettlebell training with the Turkish get-up. It's literally a lot of hip movement. So it's good to get these warmed up and fired up so that we can
Get your hips fired up.
do the proper form. Because what is the saying that you say about practice?
Practice does not make perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect
practice.
practice makes perfect.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because you can practice something 1,000 or 1,000,000 times.
Knee circles.
It's still not going to be right until you practice it perfectly.
Now with the knee circles, you can incorporate your ankles and your feet. Just lift up your feet as you go around, and it gets your ankles at the same time. Let's do some toe stretches really quick. Lift your toes up, bring them down, and then come up on the balls of your feet. Down, lift your toes up, and then come up on the ball. And nice stretch here. Doesn't that feel great? It's like a little foot massage. Okay, fantastic.
All right.
And what were you going to do?
Start with your feet shoulder width. Shift over to your right leg. Pivot 90 degrees. So you have all your weight in your right leg. This one you should be able to pick it up. So you're not going to put any weight on it. Now fold at the hip. Bring your nose towards your knee. Let your arms hang. Maybe grab a hold of the top of your foot.
And breathe. If you're stretching and it feels uncomfortable, breathe into it. Take a nice big breath and put your thoughts on the area that is feeling uncomfortable. Now, feeling uncomfortable is different than feeling pain. You should not be feeling pain. But as I'm stretching, it feels uncomfortable here because it's stretching. So I'm just going to breathe into it. And when I exhale, I'm actually able to go down a little bit further. And you might have one side more flexible than the other. That's okay. That's what happens
Reach
sometimes.
up. Shift left and lean right.
this feels really good on the side. And you can actually pull on your left wrist a little bit as well, just to get a deeper stretch if you want. But just, we don't have to really force anything. This is just a nice, easy stretch just to get things warmed up and to get ready for our workout. Breathe. Bring your mind to what we're doing today, setting our intentions for a beautiful workout, and just getting focused on it. We're going down
to the floor.
I'm going to adjust the camera a bit.
We're gonna extend our stretching a little bit today. Oh, it's good. I feel like stretching a bit. So lying on your back, knees up, cross your hands on your chest in front of you. Where you're going to take your left hand on top, and it's going to sweep down across your belly and reach up. Lift your hips and reach to the opposite side. Touch the floor.
So are my hips on the floor still?
Nope, your hips are all the way up in the air. And then down, back to here. Other hand sweeps down. Reach. Other side. Reach. And the other side. And still.
Oh, that felt good.
Yeah, that's a good work.
That's a good stretch in the back area. Are we coming back up?
Eventually.
Let me see who's here with us today. I can see a couple of people on Instagram. We have Special Diet Life is here joining us. Hello. Good to see you. Good to have all of you here who I can't see on Facebook. Say hello and let me know where you're tuning in from. I always like to see where our folks are tuning in from.
Mostly from sitting on their couch. Tuning in from my couch.
That's okay. Eventually you'll get up and work out with us. Maybe. But I hope we bring you some laughs, some motivation, some inspiration, all of that as well. That's part of it.
Okay. Are we ready?
I think so.
Okay. Kettlebell at your feet.
Ready or not.
Sit back into your hips. 2 hands. We're going to start with swings. And begin. 1, 2, 3.
Now we're using our hips. Toes are really gripped into the mat or into the earth. Shoulders are seated. And you're using the core of your body to thrust the kettlebell up. That's where the main power comes from. That's where your power comes from.
And set it down.
You've heard of fire in the belly. Well, that's where that comes from.
Grab the kettlebell by the horns. Bring it up in front of your face. Halos. Around the head.
So you keep your torso still. Grip with your toes. So I have my core solid. My arms are coming up and brushing my ears as I'm coming around. And this is believe it or not, a total body workout. Right here, this move.
2 more. 9, 10. Other way.
6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. And put your kettlebell down and take a nice deep breath. I don't know if I breathe. I must be breathing through that. I don't think I could hold my breath that long.
Okay, so the next one we're going to do is our forearms. And what's important with this is to understand a little bit about the anatomy of the arm. The upper arm only has one bone. The lower arm, your forearm, has two. One of them is attached at the elbow. The other one attaches at the wrist. The one that attaches at the wrist is the radius, and it radiates around a stationary ulna. Pointing your pinky in the sky, rotating your hand around the ulna, right? So when you hold the kettlebell, the rotation, it's not just this, it's here. If you can find this, you will understand the strength of your forearm. Nope. Rotate around this point. So in other words, let me move it. This is stationary.
Oh, okay. So your pinky stays still.
Your pinky stays still, and the radius radiates around the ulna. The ulna.
That's actually really hard to do.
It is very hard to do. This is why I keep going over this, because people think they got it, but they don't.
Because it feels like that's what it is, but it's.
You have to hold certain muscles still in here to understand this. So the elbow is obviously stationary, right? Keep the ulna. The ulna starts here and terminates just under the pinky. So it's stationary, and the radius goes around it. Yes.
Okay.
Now you're getting it.
You have to flex your muscle. So you have to flex your arm muscle in order to do that. That's what it is. And okay, get it.
Okay, so now you're going to hold the kettlebell such that your pinky is to the middle of the handle. Swing it to the rack. And you can point the pinky up in the air or not, doesn't matter. And the ball rotates around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change hands. 1, 2, 3.
You want to go up a little closer so they can see how you're doing it?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to do one more set, this time with the ball up. You can use a smaller one if you like, or that one is fine. If you need to, you can put your hand on top of the ball to stabilize it from falling.
That's probably what I'll do.
Absolutely fine. Now, if you grab the bell with your pinky to the middle of the handle, when you do this, if you do it properly, the kettlebell stays still and rotates on its central axis, like the earth. But just the earth has a wobble.
So do you want to go up close so they can see how you do it?
Grab the kettlebell with pinky to the middle of the handle. Swing it up to a handstand position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ta-da!
Very nice. Okay, let's move down to our calves. So we're going to do some calf raises. We're going to start with the feet pointing straight ahead. Second set, the feet are going to be out at 45 degrees. So swing your kettlebell to the rack position. Point your feet straight ahead. Lift all the way up.
Squeeze those calves as you come up. Solidify your core.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn them out. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set it down. Very nice. Whew. Feet pointing straight ahead again. Going to go to our long cycle. So swing to the rack, press. 10 on each side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Whew. That was tough. When I got to about 7 or 8, I was like, ooh, okay. I could feel the burn. It is Friday too.
It is.
And we just,
Very late in the week.
a lot of times when I used to work with weights, I used to do Monday, Tuesday, take Wednesday off, work Thursday, Friday, and take 1 or 2 days off on the weekend. So
But you were working out much, much harder.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is working 5 days a week, even with a kettlebell, by the end of the week, you may be feeling it in your body. And it's the accumulative work that we're doing. And we're still doing it, and we push through, but you'll feel it.
Oh, yeah.
It feels, and it might even happen on Tuesday. You might come in on Monday and feel great and kick it out of the park, and Tuesday you're like, ooh, I'm feeling tired. So.
Okay, so we're gonna do some lunges now. From the rack position, we're gonna do forward and backwards. So you're gonna take the kettlebell from the rack, lunge forward, lunge backward, and stand. Here we go. Swing it to the rack. Stepping opposite leg. One. Two. Three. Four. 5. Change hands. Opposite leg. 1. 2. Almost fell. 3. 4. 5.
Yeah, part of that is really getting a good grip on your toes and keeping your balance.
Yeah.
So you're using your core, the strength of your legs to get up and down. And that's why it's really a whole body. Your arms to keep your kettlebell lifted. Your torso is up, so the core is solidified.
So, a lot at once.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to finish off today with the snatch.
Okay.
So,
I like the snatch.
absolutely. So let's do 20. We'll do 5, 5, 5, 5.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull it in. Set it down.
Looks 20. Cool.
Goes by fast.
It does. I like snatches. Let's see who we have. Mandy is here with us. I was just thinking of you, Mandy.
Morning, Tim.
Just thinking of Mandy because they do camping out. Do you work out when you're camping? Just curious how you guys, because we're still gonna be doing.
Where did I see her Key Biscayne?
No, they went to up in Maine.
Oh.
What was the name of that?
Like a Baxter?
No, before Damascotta.
Oh.
But Boothbay Harbor. No.
Yeah,
Boothbay Harbor.
Boothbay Harbor. Yeah.
So they went to a vintage camp. Let us know if there's anything like that in the area. We're just newbies, so we don't know what's going on yet. We're busy, but hey, once we get the trailer hitch figured out,
Yeah, the electronics for
and
the
to be able to tow it,
Who knew?
we'll be able to.
Land Rover.
Here's the thing. Part of the other thing that I would like to talk about just really quick before we go is when you do something different in your life, when you decide to do this super big challenge that you've never done and it's kind of scary and exciting, you learn so many things about everything. So it's part of your evolving as a human. You learn as you go along. We have learned so much about airstreams, hookups, how to hook up gas and water and composting toilets and all kinds of stuff that we didn't know before. So it's expanded our knowledge, and that's what happens when you do something big or you do something different in your life, is you learn so many really cool things that you can use later on or teach other people. That's the way this works, is we learn and then we teach you. So, if you have a big goal set and you're like, oh, I don't know, just go for it. Go dive in head first. You can't go wrong. You make a mistake, do something else or do it over again or whatever. That's how you learn. That's how we learned when we were kids, when we hopped on our bike the first time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When we started driving our car, when we did whatever it was that we did as kids, we learned. We learned to not put your hand in the fire.
At least not twice.
Yeah, stuff like that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us this week. We are so happy to have you here. We love you so much. And we hope you'll be with us Monday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be here. Have a fantastic weekend. See you on Monday, everybody.